Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a layout for the Hip Kit Club design team, and I am using the October 2016 Hip Kits. And look at this cut file, you guys. Oh my goodness, so pretty. So for this layout, I wanted to focus on using up pattern papers and, you know, getting the most out of your papers, because I know sometimes people will purchase the pattern paper add-on kit and then they end up with all this extra paper, and I just wanted to show you that you can get the most out of it by using different patterns, different colors together, and so that's what my focus is for this layout. I was struggling with this cut file because I didn't want to tear it, so I just did that off camera. Okay, going in here, I'm using Maggie Holmes, this little floral white and black paper. That's from the Gather collection. On the bottom is Dear Lizzie's Saturday collection. And then for a little strip of paper, I'm using the American Crafts Flamingo Pink as a little strip to break up between the two patterns. Okay, so I'm just showing you here. I am going to glue that down on some cardstock just to give it some stability. It's kind of flimsy with just adding the pieces of paper together, so I just backed it up on some cardstock just to make it more sturdy and give it some weight. So I'm glad I did that because it felt so much better after I did that. Okay, so going in with my photo, it does not match any of my colors that I have going on. But that's okay. I just wanted to show you that you can use whatever photo, just don't get discouraged, just use what you have. You don't have to print off black and white even though it doesn't match. Although sometimes I do that, I just really wanted to make this photo work. Okay, so this is my original plan, is I was going to add some of these flowers that I cut out from a 12 by 12, and then I cut up the cut file just because I wanted it to be like laying on like a bed of flowers, because that's kind of how they are in the leaves. They're just laying with a pile of leaves right underneath them. And so I kind of wanted just to, you know, keep that in the layout, like keep that in mind when I was doing my layout. But it just didn't work for me. I just kept trying to make it work, and then I got to a point where I was getting discouraged, so I was like, alright, I gotta move on. This is not working. I had a vision in my head, but it's just not coming out on paper. So I was so sad that that didn't work out, but that's okay. I can keep that idea for another layout. So this is how I ended up making it work. I took the cut file and I took it vertical, and I just love how it turned out. It really just flowed very nicely. And that's just a way I wanted to show you that you don't have to use your cut files like they are. Cut them up, use them in a different way, or back them up with some different pattern paper. But since I used this dark navy blue for my cut file, I knew I wanted it to pop off the paper. So using subtle background and subtle patterns like I did, I knew I could get away with using a bold color for my cut file, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to commit to this, and I'm going to go ahead and glue everything down. For my title, I didn't want to do something like a big title to take away from the cut file, because I felt like that was the main focus on this page, was the cut file. So I just went ahead and used the ephemera piece from the We Are Memory Keepers, Life is Better with Family. And that's really what our kits are about this month, is family and, you know, fall and October, and it's my favorite month. So, but mainly just focusing on family. So that's exactly what I wanted to use, was that title, and I felt like it was perfect. And our little doggy, who's no longer with us, it's so sad. But we miss him, and we will always incorporate him in all of our memories. I mean, you know, scrapbooking memories or photos around the house. We'll never forget him. So sad. It's gonna make me cry. Okay, so I incorporated some of the flowers from a cut file that I showed you earlier and I just cut those up and add them around the cut file. Now I'm going to go in and I was going to add some thread. Yep, I had some pink thread right there just to bring in some more color and different texture. Then add some more of those little flowers. Excuse me. I'm always coughing in my videos. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I used the We Are Memory Keepers, the little pink flowers in that little, I say everything little. In the sticker sheet here on the right, there is some pink flowers, and that's the We Are Memory Keepers Honey I'm Home sticker sheet. And I added those on top of my cut files just to bring in some of the pink because of the strip of pink that's in my background, and I felt like it really went together, and it started to come together once I added those pink flowers. Okay, going in and I'm adding some blue, dark blue thread. And let's see. Oh, I thought about adding these little, they're like wood color, like a wood, a light wood. And they're like little diamonds, but they got lost in the background. So as you can see, you can't even see them on this screen really. So that didn't work. And of course I'm filling with a thread always. I can never get that thread to work. Okay, so I'm adding this little ephemera piece from the We Are Memory Keepers Honey I'm Home ephemera pack. And then I'm going back in with a sticker sheet, We Are Memory Keepers Honey I'm Home sticker sheet. And that's those little pink flowers. And this is pretty much my layout. I love how this turned out. I am so happy with this, and I surprised myself really. But this is the point I wanted to come to say to this layout, or this point that I wanted to say is, if something's not working, just walk away and come back and try again. And that's exactly what I did in this one. Because I had a vision in my head and I really wanted it to work and I was determined, but sometimes it doesn't end up like that. So you just got to think differently and come up with another idea. So I'm so glad this turned out so cute. I love it. And I hope you guys did too. If you guys are new to my channel, please subscribe. If you don't know what hip kits are, I encourage you to check those out. They are so fun. Each month we get these awesome kits full of this like new products, and I am so in love with them each month. I mean, I'm always in awe, and I'm like, oh, this is my favorite. No, this one's my favorite. They're all my favorites. So check them out. Everything will be in the description below. Check me out on Instagram, my blog, Facebook, and leave some comments. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I will be happy to answer them. Alright, there's pictures coming up, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!